We believe that this government is using child sexual abuse as the Trojan horse to resume total control of our lands.
The federal government is about to intervene in Aboriginal communities in a way thought unimaginable just a few years ago.
Now we have decided to act. The decisions we have taken are non-negotiable.
I would appeal to the Prime Minister to stop. Please stop. Don't proceed so he can talk to Aboriginal leaders.
I have no qualms whatsoever about undertaking these far-reaching reforms because it's about protecting the children of our nation.
The intervention breaches so many international human rights standards, it's hard to know where to start.
My skin and my identity within, my knowledge is placed upon the land.
My family, we own this sacred lily bank, a special tree. We're holding authority.
Being a landowner, we haven't been consulted about it.
We've been looking after the land, we've been looking after the law and order, we've been looking after the security for people.
150 years ago, the Aboriginals owned Australia, and today he demands more than the white man's charity. He wants the right to live.
Original settlement was premised on the idea that the Aborigines were too backward and primitive to have either laws or property.
Yet only 150 years ago, Australia was still a nameless island inhabited by savages.
Assimilation is still implicit in much of what Australian governments do.
It's virtually since the time of colonisation that we've experienced trauma.
Well, I hope you find your way through every heart-wrenching day.
You have always been a racist government from the very day you arrived here.
Well, I know the games you play.
We have the right to choose our political, economic and social status. We don't have to be assimilated into society.
We want to maintain our cultural existence and our existence as Aboriginal people.
The interests that oppose Aboriginal people are the mining and pastoral industry interests who want to exploit land.
So I'm going to push you from there. So I'll take that land, so I'll get that money, mining there.
The effects that our communities are experiencing are the effects of poverty, the effects of dispossession, the effects of cultural oppression, and the effects of lack of identity.
Wisdom given by your elderly is key to your survival in the future.
The Yolngu people is really, really passionate about their culture, their world, their home.
I have a body and then I have a shadow. That shadow is my culture. If they're taking away our permit, taking away our rights, it's like eating our shadow. And the government mob are trying to eat our shadow, but they can't.
Human rights for all! Stop the intervention!
The Maori people down there who seem to be doing so much better. Well, the key issue is that when settlement happened in New Zealand, treaties were struck.
The recognition of original sovereignty, of country, of a treaty.
The government and the public should become aware that First Peoples of the country actually have inherent rights.
When it came down to doing something about it, they ignored setting up rehab programs for children who's been abused. All they talked about was sending in the troops.
This time of the century, we're sick and tired now. I'm getting old now. We need to change the Constitution of Australia. And now.
What more satisfaction do they want? You know, they got everything else. You want gold, you want rocks, you want water, you want tree. What do you want? The sun.
Businessman,
your government? Will you gain a conscience, media man, with all your newspapers? Who lies must gain a conscience, Prime Minister, with all our apathy. Will you gain a conscience?